My name is Andrea Fekete, and I'm going to read a segment from my novel, Waters Run Wild. The first is from the point of view of the creek as it floods a coal mine. 22. The creek. I have been let go. I collected for years behind the dam. It's rained for days and days. The dam has burst open like stitches on a wound, like a gate to hell. And now I come down and down, leaning to the right and around the bend, and further into black. Need someone to come to, someone to give myself over to, want something to wrap around, and I sense them. The men are clawing at the walls, flailing inside me, 45, 60, 73. I quiet the screams. Men and young boys, all in black suits, taken up and left floating behind. I see a black man. His eyes shine in the dark. I see his teeth and tongue when he screams out at me, his palms outstretched. He drops his pick and shovel, turns and runs. I slip beneath him and pick him up, and he swims inside me a moment and then nothing. I pick 3 more miners. I slam one of them against the tunnel wall, and he's out before he realizes what I am. He floats along with me and the other 100 or so men I've taken down so far. I tumble like a wave over them all, screaming and more screaming. There's no need to scream. I quiet them as I rush for the ones ahead, some crawling, some running. I quiet them all, the small ones, the 16-year-olds, and the 6 feet tall, 200-pound brutes. None can run faster than I come. A kid, maybe 14, stands still, shivering, holding his cap tight to his chest, clenching his eyes shut as his cap slides from his fingertips to the black dirt below. I hit his knees hard, pull him down, and listen to his prayers about his brothers, his mommy, and his daddy, who's further down in the mine. I listen. Then I whisper something to him, and I think he hears me because he stops fighting and lets me carry his body through the tunnel. All washed clean, all taken. I rise from the floor and up to their waists, and I pour into the next section, and here stands a father and a son. Son reaches out his arm as if to stop me. "Isaac!" his father screams. I slide past them, only surrounding their ankles at first. Slate loosens from above and falls on all of us, and I'm trapped here for now, and they're trapped. I'm rising above them slowly, looking for a way to get out. Blood trickles down the son's left eye. The father lets his arms float as I take him, and he leans back a little, his breathing flimsy. Isaac pants, touching the top of the tunnel now as I lift him clear off his feet. Father's eyes blink as I reach them, as if he can keep me from coming into them. I come into his eyes, his suit, his body, peeling. I peel at them both. The father reaches out to grab Isaac's arm. He grabs it tightly as they hold their faces up to kiss the slate above, to breathe where I haven't yet reached. "I love you, Isaac." He tries to yell above my roar. Isaac's eyes grow wide as he breathes a shallow breath. A wooden cage rises to the top. A small canary flies out, and I shove her bright yellow body against the slate along with the men's faces, and I come up around their eyes and up around their noses. Inside me, Isaac looks into his father's face, and his father looks into his as they struggle to hold their breath. Their limbs move slower now, and their hair sways in my motion. I have found a crack through which to slip, and slowly I begin to lower, but I'm too slow. Their eyes are wider now. I want to let them go, but I realize I can't. The father gives up first, opens his mouth, and breathes me in willingly. Isaac's mouth forms an O shape in a scream I'm sure would have had tears had I not been here. Five. Jenny. When's the rain gonna quit? Anna Mae sleeps beside me, and I can't help but watch her, the way her little chest moves up and down and her quiet angel face. I'm sure angels must be skinny little children with round faces and half-dollar-sized blue eyes, pouty pink lips that say no evil. I put Anna Mae in the only gown she owns, a small white one with long, ruffled sleeves that hug her bird-like wrists. I wish I had something to curl her hair with to turn her dishwater blonde into streaming circles of gold. I watch the purple shadows move across her face as she breathes. She dreams of marbles, maybe chasing rabbits in the hills with Ezra. I hope she ain't dreaming of nothing else. Mama always told me, there ain't nowhere to go for girls like us, Jenny. You gotta love these hills, honey, 'cause if you don't, you'll be the saddest girl there ever was. But what did she mean, girls like us? Ain't we tough as nails, strong as the meanest storm to hit any valley? Can't we scrub, sew, and chop wood till our knuckles peel like oranges and bleed? I've seen my mama's hands slowly twist up like the branch of a rotting tree over the years, from all the planting, the packing, the canning, the digging, and the cold mountain air that gets in through the cracks of our walls that she tries to keep out with torn newspapers and blankets. Can't those hands dig through these mountains, build our own road, a road for girls like us? Ain't our skin as thick as a horse's hide, our backs like the steel shovel Daddy has in the barn? What does she mean? Now, I don't know what to tell Anna May. Maybe I would be happier if I loved these hills, or maybe I'd be just the same, but I want to know what I'd see if I climbed to the top of the mountain bordering Blue Diamond Coal Camp and looked over. What I'd see if I climbed even the next one and looked, and the next and the next. Wouldn't there be something besides valleys if I kept going? What is there besides Caney Branch, West Virginia? In my dreams last night, I imagined two crosses standing tall and white at the side of a wide black road. The road led somewhere full of strangers, lots of handsome men. I imagined them, all kinds, tall men with big black eyes, silky hair, and soft hands, short men with broad shoulders, stiff-brimmed hats and white teeth and gold watches, walking with lean, straight strides, women in white gloves and new dresses and their curls shining in the sun. Anna May grips my finger and twists it. She is dreaming as rabbits. The rain pelts against the window like tiny rocks. Outside it looks like the ground is coughing up dust and the air sticks to my lungs, and I breathe in hard, enjoying the heavy smell of honeysuckle that gets riled up when it rains or when the wind blows. The smell of rain makes me want to be in love. Somehow, I know the man I fall in love with will smell like a rainstorm, like the raw, dirty wind.